I'm Dangerholm, and today we're going to check out two of my Scott Spark RCs and have a look at what separates a downcountry bike from a cross-country bike. If you haven't heard the term downcountry before, no worries, it's kinda new and kinda tongue-in-cheek, but essentially it's used to describe a cross-country bike that has been built to be a bit more fun on the descents. Now you might think, isn't that just a regular Scott Spark? And you're absolutely right. But I know how capable this RC chassis is, so I wanted to try and build something out of that. First out, we have my British Racing Green Spark RC. This thing is a pure marathon racing machine. Depending on tire setup, it weighs below 9 kilos and is built for speed. Next, we have my new Spark BMXC, which is based on the very same RC SL frame, but it's a totally different beast. This thing weighs 12 kilos and is built for fun. The first thing one might notice is the handlebars. For a cross-country bike, in general, you want a really aggressive riding position for maximum power output. So here I'm using a slammed Syncros Racer integrated cockpit. But on the downcountry bike, you want a more upright riding position for better control on the descents. So here I'm using a wider, shorter and slightly taller Syncros Hickson cockpit. Next is the fork. For the cross-country bike, I'm using the super light 100mm Fox 32 step cast. It's great for cross-country racing, but not always enough on the downhills. So for the BMXC, I went with a much heavier, but also much stiffer Fox 36. It has been custom lowered to 125mm of travel, which is still quite a bit more than the stock 100mm that the frame is built for. So it raises the front end up, slackens the head angle and plays an important role in the whole downcountry side of things. Just remember, you can't go and put any travel fork on any frame. So if you're unsure, always consult your local Scott dealer. Another difference is the seat post. Most mountain bikes today have dropper posts, so you can easily get the seat lowered and out of the way. But for this racing bike, I'm using a super light carbon seat post to save some weight. But this bike being built for fun and descending, of course it has a dropper post. Lastly, we have the perhaps most important difference between the bikes, the wheel and tire setup. For cross-country, you want some really light wheels and some fast-rolling tires. So here I'm using the Syncros Silverton SL, full carbon wheels and some quick XC tires. But if you're bombing down a hill, you'll want something even stronger and burlier. So for the BMXC, I'm using the Syncros Revelstoke 1.0 trail bike wheels, and these are made to take a beating. You'll also want some grippier tires, especially on the front. And there you have it, two very different bikes, even though they are based on the very same frame set. So, if you have a cross-country bike and want to make it a bit more fun and confidence-inspiring on the descents, get some beefier tires and raise your handlebars up. If you have a regular Scott Spark or another trail bike and want to make it better for cross-country riding, get some quicker rolling tires, lower your handlebars, and there you go. So remember, don't be afraid to experiment a bit and get the bike riding just the way you want it.